going to try this anyway. I'm really annoyed with my camera stand. Welcome, guys. Yeah, this angle is weird. I know, bear with me, but this message has been sitting here on my table waiting for days now. And I think it's time that the message is received. Maybe you guys are ready now. This is a fun read. It's a reading for encouragement. It's 5 pounds deep. Yes, it is. And as you can see, I'm struggling to get all of my cards to fit because I'm still working with a faulty camera holder. So a camera stand, I mean. So pretty much you have to bear with me as I try to squeeze everything into the frame, because this camera stand doesn't have a long neck. That's the problem. So it doesn't go up very high, which makes my hands and my cards appear a lot closer. But you know, y'all know how we do here. We make it work. So it's going to work. So I'm going to jump right in. Let's get into it, because this is Get Into It with Amina. And this is a fun conversation with an ancestor. We just want to know, you guys, your ancestors are acknowledging that you've been attracting, you've been putting in the work to draw in what it is that you want at this time. You have not been chasing, and that is the S.T.E.A.M way, to attract, not chase. That's our mantra here. Attract, don't chase. Attract, don't chase. You've been doing that, but sometimes the universe, isn't that quick in showing you that we see you. And so this reading here is to kind of give a little nudge, like, hey, all right, I've been attracting, I haven't been chasing, so what's coming in and when, it can make you antsy. It can make you impatient. It can make you start to want to give up. So, and what I'm talking about is divine timing. We love you, God, but your time sometimes doesn't match up to the time we have in our minds. And therefore, that's how we end up disappointed, worried, stressed out that what we want isn't coming in. And this reading here was inspired because the divine wants to let you know that it's coming. I've been hit with this message like all week. It's coming, y'all. It's coming, y'all. Like, I know September was rough, but it's coming. Like, what you went through all of those changes and transformations for, it's coming in. And this is specifically to my light tribe. This isn't for the whole world. This is for the people who have been doing the work, the people who have been seeking where they can get, the work done, where they can be of service. Yeah. So it's time. It's time. This is your month. You will start to reap. If you haven't already been reaping, you'll start to reap a lot more of what you have sown. Okay? All October is going to do, though, is force you to look at loose ends. So, yes, you might still feel like, I'm in a dark place still, because you still have a lot of loose ends you have to tie up. However, it's shifting. The energy is shifting, and things are starting to flow. So let's get into it. This is a 5-pound reading. Each reading has a different object and then a top card that you could choose from, which I will show you now. So for pile number 1, you have astrological dice. This is one for the planets. And your card says North Star. Flip your inner light switch. North Star. Flip your inner light switch. I've never gotten this card before. This is interesting. I can't wait to hear that reading. And pile 2 is represented by this ladybug. And this card, attune to the call. Tune in and turn on. Tune in and turn on. So if you're drawn to the ladybug or to that top card, then your reading is in pile 2. Pile number 3, you have this chunk of celestine or celestite. And this top card 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. 10,000 angels and this Celestite. That's interesting how these two are together. Very interesting. If your message is in pile 3, well, if you feel drawn to those things, then your message is in pile 3. Pile 4, we have the fortune cookie. And this top card that says build-in breaks. Saunter slowly. Build-in breaks. Saunter slowly. Sorry, there's someone in the room. Shh. Yeah, I should have warned y'all that there's going to be a kid going in and out this room that doesn't know the meaning of sleep. All right, build-in breaks is pile number 4. And the fortune cookie. If you're drawn to those objects, then your message is in pile 4. Pile number 5, you have clear eyes, redness relief, eye drops. And this top card, in the castle of dreams, become altered by the color of your dreams. In the castle of dreams. So if this dreamy card is calling to you, or this object, then your message is in pile number 5. I will be right back now. I want you to take a deep breath in first because this is a lot to choose from. Shut out all distractions. Taking a deep breath through your mouth. Exhale. And the first number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or the object or the card that calls to you is the one that has your message. And I'll be right back with pile number 1. Wow, pile 1s. Okay. I had a complete breakdown before I could even start your pile. So I don't know what you guys are going through or have been through, but you have my compassion. You have my love. I'm sending you so much healing, light, energy. I don't know if you're longing for someone or something, but like I had a moment of really, really missing my fiance. And those of you that don't know, he lives across the Atlantic in Guinea, West Africa for now. But it was like right before I started you guys' pile, I had a sadness come over me. One, I felt overwhelmed. I do still have a child in the room. Those of you that don't know, you should know by now, if you've been a regular here, that I have 4 children, but 3 of them are autistic and nonverbal with ADHD. And one of them is in here now, and she was really giving me a problem understanding that I needed her to be quiet so I could record this. So that frustrated me. And then I started to long for my fiance, for that comfort. And then I started to tear up and cry. So I'm like, my ones, maybe you're feeling very overwhelmed. Maybe you feel like you need some loving care, some comfort. I'm here for you. If you really feel like you need someone to talk to, my email is there. If you can't afford a reading, you could always just drop in and just say, hey, I just need a place to vent. If you need that, that is fine too. You just subject line your email with venting only. And, I understand, but you need somewhere you can release. I feel like you need time alone, but in the time alone, you have to still stay connected to your support team that's in the physical as well as the spiritual. All right, my ones. A lot of stuff I feel around family and your love life. So I think for my ones, you've been attracting in some kind of stability, some kind of comfort where you can just feel like you can woosah. So you were drawn to this planetary die and the top card, North Star. This is going to be a part of your advice. Oops, there we go. and I will read this later. So this doesn't even have to be on screen. I'm going to put that to the side there, and move. Your cards have already been shuffled. Let's check out your dice. If you are sensitive to sound, turn your volume down now. On my pile ones, you have the planet of Jupiter coming through. So when you get Jupiter, you're in a lucky energy right now. You're in a mode where your faith is about to pay off. I do feel like you're also in an energy of feeling as if you need to be doing something more. Maybe you have been urged to travel. Maybe you've been feeling like you're not doing your higher calling. And maybe that's what you're waiting to attract. Your higher calling, your higher purpose, some kind of adventure. Well, it feels like that's what's coming in for you. I am going to move this over some so you can see it. Okay, so these piles over here, Astro House and the month of the year is going to give you some clarity when we get up to it. The first question does require my zodiac dice and my number dice and these cards. Where am I meant to experience the most growth is our first question. So for those, I'm going to use the dice. We have each question is going to have the cat tarot to answer it. And this one specifically has a divine abundance card. So where am I meant to experience the most growth? Let's start with the dice. You have the 12th house coming through and the zodiac sign of Capricorn. So where you are meant to experience the most growth at this time in your life is in the area of healing. I feel like you are meant to release some old things so that some new could come in. Your career is going to take a shift at this time. I feel like maybe you've had to pull back your energy or let go of a job, or you've been fired, or whatever the case may be. You had a reason to pull your energy back for a minute when it comes to your ambitions and your career and maybe even your community. But now that is shifting. You should feel as if you are coming out of a healing process and ready now to move forward. It feels very career oriented. Okay. So where else are you going to experience the most growth? We have in clearing, see, releasing and letting go and healing. It says, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. So yeah, you're going to start to find it easier to let go of things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. That's straight up. So you're going to start to feel a lot lighter and have a lot more clarity. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have at this time in your life that you're going to experience the most growth? You have the Six of Pentacles. So it does look like you're going to start to receive back where you have spent a lot of your energy. Maybe you put in a lot somewhere and rarely are you in the receiving mode of gratitude. Well, that's going to shift. Like these cards have to shift. All right. You also have the Seven of Wands reversed. Which has to do with you not giving up. And the Judgment card reversed. So where you're experiencing growth, the most growth is you're not going to be letting down your level of standards. You have made a choice of where you are, what your standards are, and you're not going to back down. So you're going to find now that only those who are able to reciprocate what you give to them are going to be able to be in your energy. So you're clearing out people. You're clearing out people. People who took from you, didn't give back. People who may have passed judgment on you in a negative way. Maybe they felt like, what you did for them wasn't worth anything, and it just feels a disrespectful energy here, like you giving and not getting that respect. And where you're growing is you're not tolerating that anymore. Anyone who cannot reciprocate what you put in is not going to be a part of your inner circle. And I do see you starting to grow in balancing out where you invest so that it does equal what you get back. All right, that's interesting. Okay, so what will this shift usher in and when? So we use the tea leaf cards, and we have 3 cat, tarot, and a gateway oracle card for that answer. So what will this shift usher in? First, let's look at the astral house. I'm going to shuffle these live for you. All right. It's ushering in wealth. I could tell that this power... Ooh, don't doubt it, though. Don't doubt it. It felt like a little bit of doubt there, like, right. It's ushering in wealth. See where you might have always given a lot and didn't feel like you were getting it back? You're going to start to not tolerate that, which is going to shift your money situation. All right, when can you expect the shift? Feel the month of February. So you're going to feel it most, or you're going to notice this huge shift in February. So that's not to say nothing's going to be moving until February. That's just to say that it will be most noticeable by February. Okay, what will this shift usher in? Healing the past. Didn't I say a lot of healing for this power one, which is great, because the way I felt for a minute, before starting you guys reading, I was worried about you guys. I step into my future with strength and clarity. That's a great affirmation you guys can use when you meditate. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Okay, let me move these out the way. And we have the Temperance. So this shift is going to usher in some harmony, some balance into your life where maybe you felt a little unstable. It's also going to usher in a choice. You have the Lovers here. It's going to usher in an opportunity for you to choose between 2 things you really love. And it feels like it's going to be a choice that you've already been had in your head, but you just haven't been making it. Now, this could be between 2 people or 2 things you love to do. Not necessarily always romantic, okay? But it is a choice that's going to be ushered in. What do you truly love? What is really calling to your heart? What is really bringing harmony and balance into your life? And you have the Death card reversed. So this is going to usher in a need for you to transform that you may be afraid of. And maybe you're blocking it right now, being that the Death card is reversed. There's a huge transformation and shift that has to take place. And that is what is coming in for you. Perhaps by February, you will see this huge transformation. Okay? All right. So in which direction is the divine guiding you now? So we have 3 tarot cards and a wild offering card to answer that. So your wild offering card says direction. In what direction is the divine guiding now? And your answer is direction. It says, Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Well, the divine is pretty much guiding you to just go forward and know that you're being guided, is what I'm hearing. You got the North Star here. Pretty much that's all about being guided. What did people follow to find their way? The North Star. So you're literally being told you're already being guided. But let's take a look at the Cat Tarot to get some more insight. I just want to make sure everything can fit. Y'all know I have a handicapped camera holder right now. All right. All right, so your cat tarot says 7 of Cups reverse. So you're going to be pushed to make a choice. There's some kind of choice you haven't been making. Something that you kind of know you have to make. It feels like something you need to clear out or release, but you're scared to walk away from it or go in a different direction. You have the 8 of Swords. It's like you feel stuck in something, but you're being, the divine wants you to know you're not stuck. And whatever has you feeling like you don't have a choice, that's where you have the most freedom to choose. And they're saying it's time for you to make a choice about something you know you need to release that will let in this harmony and this balance. It could also even be addictive behavior as well. We have the Page of Swords reversed. So there is you're being guided to speak your truth, or to be careful about how you share it and what you share. So take what resonates. I do feel like there's a need for you to watch how much you share with people, and at the same time not to stifle your truth. So you're being guided to speak your truth, but to know when to be quiet. Okay. And your final card of advice that will keep you in this mode of attracting, you have the North Star. Flip your inner light switch. So I want to read to you from the book. But I do feel like what will keep you in the attracting mode will be following your guides and where you feel guided, going in those directions. All right. Oh, I'm knocking things down. All right. So North Star. And this card, the message is you are being shown a way out of no way. Just when you thought your back was against a wall, you're discovering an internal light that illumines infinite possibilities. At each turn, take a moment to look up and meditate upon your own North Star. In other words, when in doubt, consider what your highest self would do. Ask yourself, if I were enlightened, what would I be moved to do and how would I be moved to do it? As you do this, realize you are a celestial being woven of starlight throughout the galaxy of your cells, molecules, and atoms, and you have the answers you seek before the questions are even formulated. Travel your path with confidence, joy, and enthusiasm, knowing your life is not a problem to be solved, but a magical treasure hunt to explore by the light of your North Star. Wow. This is a sign that transformation is taking place within you towards a higher consciousness. So you might find that your worries are going to feel like they're fading away, that little things don't bother you anymore, that you're starting to feel more lighthearted, more joy-filled. You may also find you encounter more meaningful coincidences in your life and synchronicities. Okay. And this is just opening up the door for miraculous experiences to come in that I feel are headed your way. Don't give up. You have money. You're in the house, the energy of wealth right now. That's what you're attracting in. So to stay in that energy, just stay the course. Okay? I really hope that this message helps you to continue to attract in. Oh, you deserve, my power ones. You deserve this wealth that is coming back in for you. You deserve it. And I can't wait to hear in February just how huge your transformation has been. Sending you so much light and love. I hope this message resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe. Join this light tribe. We're amazing. We're amazing people here. And check the description for other ways that we could vibe. Book that personal reading. If you haven't had an intuitive therapy session with me yet, have one. It's life-changing. All right. Love you guys, and I will see you next time. I'll be back with pile number 2. Later. Hey, pile 2. All right, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was drawn to this pile, but I'm drawn to like 3 piles in this reading. I don't want to say what they all are because I don't like to be like an influence on what people are drawn to, but this was probably the first pile I felt drawn to. Then there's 2 others, but I'll keep that to myself. Anyway, my lovely Powtoos, welcome to your reading. Okay, sorry about that. Someone was trying to call me. This has been crazy. Like, nobody bothers me all day. I'm relaxing, I'm chilling. And then it's like, as soon as I'm like, all right, let me record this reading that's been waiting all this time, then I get all these calls, all these messages. So I'm like, don't let anybody distract you on your journey towards what it is you're meant to do. And that's the message I got just now. When you are on a mission and you have your mind set on, this is where I'm going, this is how I'm going to get there, and this is what I'm doing to get there, don't let anything deter you. All right. And that's interesting that message came through and your card says attune to the call. Tune in and turn on. This is a part of your advice, so I always read the advice last. But you do have the ladybug. Ladybug is a symbol of good luck. Okay, it's also a great ancestor symbol. If you see ladybugs, that's your peoples. Usually someone that identified as a woman or feminine energy. Not necessarily a woman, but a feminine energy on the planet. So I love it when I see the ladybug. It's like luck, luck, luck. Okay, so first we're going to start with where you're meant to experience the most growth. And in doing that, we roll number dice and the zodiac dice. I also pull 3 cards from the Tarot, Cat Tarot, and Divine Abundance deck for those answers. Let me move these astral and monthly cards to the side for the next question. So if you have sensory challenges, turn your volume down now. Okay, so you have the 10th house and the zodiac sign of Aries, which is my sun sign. Isn't that dope? All right, so where are you meant to experience the most growth in your life right now? Well, sheesh, in yourself. Your life, period. You're going to get it feels like a whole life change. With the 10th house coming through, that already is another sign of new beginnings with 10 and 1, Aries being 1. So you have all signs pointing you towards a new beginning, an entire life transformation. So you're going to find growth when it comes to your life, period, altogether. All right. Even with the 10th house, I also feel that career for you may also be where you're going to find a lot of growth. Your ambitions and your level in society, maybe being respected more for what you do, or maybe people wanting to collaborate with you. But there is that energy of building your kingdom, okay, or an enterprise that's going to be taking off or something. All right, where else are you meant to experience the most growth in your life right now? We have change. I just said everything is changing. A huge change is shifting in. When your ego, and ego is right up there with Aries, when your ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. So not only are you going through a huge change, but you're also going to grow in an area of your life where you're going to realize that some things you just cannot change. Okay? And that you cannot control everything. All right, what else? We got the 6 of Wands. You're going to grow in success, in recognition. You're going to grow in that you're going to reach a level where no one's going to be able to look down on you. I feel like you're rising above a lot of competition, a lot of energy that might have been negative, wanting to hold you down. You have risen above that. You are going to experience a lot of growth when it comes to your endeavors. A lot of success coming in. Ace of Swords, yes. You're getting a completely new beginning. Filled with honesty, and look, all this light around you, constantly with light. I just see you getting more respect for what you say, I see you standing in your truth, and that's where you're going to find your success. You're growing in the aspect of that you are open to success. You are open to being, finally, maybe at one point you were afraid of a shift in your level or a shift in your notoriety. But now it looks like you're going to grow into this energy where you are going to embrace this honor and embrace your voice and embrace your truth and embrace the fact that people want to hear it, is what I'm also hearing. And that it also may send people away who don't. But that's good. 6 of Cups. A lot of sun. A lot of light in your growth. So I do feel like you are growing spiritually at this time. Big time. I do feel some past energy here with the 6 of Cups. It does feel like you're going to find that you've grown. Your inner child has healed. Like you've grown out of things that used to affect you when you were younger, things that might have hurt you when you were younger, now no longer will have that effect on you. In fact, I do see a youthful energy coming in for you, where you might feel a total recharge in energy or a reconnect with things from your childhood or your past, or people from the past coming back in, and finally you all being able to grow together and do the work you were meant to do together, because the healing is being completed. Very good, Pile Twos. Let's see what else we got for y'all. So what will this shift usher in and when? So let's start with that. What is this shift ushering in? Let's look at your astral houses. Do a quick shuffle here. And my twos, you have marriage. The shift for you is ushering in marriage. Now, if you are currently in a marriage, then your marriage is going to get a reboot. Maybe it's going stale, dry, boring, whatever the case may be. It's going to get a boost. The work that you've been doing, not chasing things, just letting them come to you, well, this is what's coming in. If you're single, there is marriage on the horizon. If you're in a relationship, they may propose, okay? That's what's coming in if you stay in the vibe you're in now, okay? And when can you expect all these shifts to come in? Let's take one card. October. Wow. So my Pile Twos, you're going to experience these shifts in October. So when I recorded this, it was October 2023. Okay. If you're watching this and October has passed, then it's the following October. Okay. This is a timeless reading. So you're going to experience a lot of success and a huge change and shift starting in October. Okay. Let's see what else will this shift usher in. You have starting fresh. My God, if my readings don't be synchronized, y'all, I just said everything about starting over, new beginnings. That's your whole reading. And it says starting fresh. That's what's being ushered in at this time, in the month of October for you. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in your life. There's your confirmation. Let's see, what else is it ushering in? We have 3 of Wands reverse. So something you've been waiting a long time for, that you almost feel like you are not going to get it, or it's just not meant for you. It's just not going to come in. It's coming in. All right. That's what this shift is bringing in. Something maybe from your childhood, maybe when you were young. Doesn't even have to be childhood. It could just be younger, past energy. It's something you kind of feels like you gave up on. It looks like it's coming back in, and they're telling you to look at it with fresh eyes. Like, don't give up on it just yet. Okay, you'll know what it is. 9 of Swords. So this shift is going to usher in a little bit of you noticing where you need to get out of your head. Okay, maybe you have a lot of thoughts that are not good for you, that keep you up at night. You're overthinking and things like that. I feel like this shift is ushering in peace of mind, where you can finally feel like you can rest, you can sleep, you're not worried, everything is according to schedule, going as planned, and you ain't worried about no competition because you're at the top of your game. You're successful. And that even comes with if you feel like there's competition when it comes to a relationship you're in. You ain't gotta worry about that. You got luck on your side and marriage. You're in the energy of marriage. Okay, and you have the Hierophant coming through reversed. So this shift is ushering in you, bringing in a new energy when it comes to the way something that has been done for a very long time has been done. And that could be something usually of spiritual context, but it can also be something just based on a tradition, like marriage. Maybe your marriage is going to be a non-traditional one. Maybe you will have a marriage with someone from totally different traditional beliefs from you. Maybe you're going to end up doing something that is going to bond you to something, doing it in a way that's non-traditional. Say, for example, if you were in my line of work and you're a West African dancer, for example, and you decide, I'm going to now teach African dance. This is a horrible idea by way of just saying it. For this example, I'm going to teach African dance now in ballet slippers. That's going against the tradition. And that's what you're being ushered in for you right now, is that something you want to do is not the way it's normally done. That opportunity to make it manifest is coming in. All right. So in which direction is divine guiding you to go in now? Despair. I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. I see that with the Nine of Swords. You stress out a lot. You're worried a lot. You find yourself in a vibe where sometimes you do feel despair. You feel hopeless, like giving up, like that Three of Wands. You feel like maybe what you're reaching for, what you wanted, is just not meant for you. And the divine is guiding you to release that despair, to acknowledge it, to honor it, and to let it go. Okay. And we have King of Swords reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. And the Eight of Pentacles reversed. I do feel like I probably shouldn't have took reversals, but hey, I'm going to take them now since I already started. So what I am getting for you, in which direction is divine guiding you now? Well, the divine looks like it's guiding you away from false things and guiding you towards what can help you grow when it comes to what it is you want to do. But the Eight of Pentacles here reverse. There's a need to focus on an area you need more education when it comes to something you want to do. So maybe you need to enroll in a workshop, do a little bit more book reading or studying, but there's something when it comes to work that you need to be doing that the divine is guiding you towards doing now, but it's going to require a little bit more study, a little bit more understanding. All right, you're being guided to tap into your emotions and your intuition. With the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups reversed, maybe there are times where you bite your tongue, where you ignore your intuition, where you know somebody's not right, you know someone is false, and you'll second guess yourself. And you're being guided now to stand in the energy of the King of Swords, knowing what you know. You know what you know. All right. And trust that you know what you know. Right here with that Ace of Swords, you know what you know. You're very intelligent and knowledgeable about the things you do speak about. And with the Queen of Cups here, listen to that intuition and don't let anybody make it so that your heart shuts down to where you are being other than yourself. Okay. Stay in the energy of the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, where you are intelligent, you have your boundaries, but you're also open, loving, and intuitive. Okay, so let's get you your final advice from this card. Attune to the call, tune in and turn on. It does feel like you are at this time attracting in your higher purpose, and you're being beckoned to listen and to open up to it and answer it. Perhaps you've had so much disappointment, you have all these doubts in your mind, but October is showing that this is the month where all of this is going to shift. Just stay in an energy of knowing. Okay. See, a message attuned to the call is you are attuned to the sounds of your soul, and what was once a still, small voice has become the loudest call you hear. You are mustering the courage to heed the call when it resonates throughout your entire body, and the situation or opportunity is right for you. Foster gratitude as you do your inner work, so the sweet sound of higher ground resounds throughout your being. Make room in your life for grace, so the call of your highest destiny can be heard, honored, and acted upon. That to me straight up is all the advice you need. Okay? Your mantra, the mantra for this card is when the universe calls, I pick up. When the universe calls, I pick up. Okay? When you feel called to something, the advice at this time to keep you in the mode of attracting is to answer where you are called. Where your energy feels pulled and attracted, that's where you go. You don't chase after anything that is not calling to you, and you don't chase. We don't chase, we attract. So opportunities that come into you, look really closely at them because they're a part of your higher calling. And you'll know, just listen to your heart. All right, my pal twos, that's what I got for y'all today. I hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, please. We love welcoming in new light workers. Read my description for more ways that we can vibe. Book a personal, intuitive guidance therapy session with me. You will not regret it. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Later, pal 2. I'll be back with pal 3. Hey, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so let's see what you've been attracting in and what you have not been, well, we're not going to see what you haven't been chasing, so let me shut up. All right, let's get into it. Where you were drawn to this Celestite. And the reason why I thought that was interesting is because then the top card turned out to be 10,000 angels. And Celestite is a great angel attractor. If you want to meditate, you want to connect to your angels, Celestite is the go-to crystal. So I do feel like you've been attracting in angelic energy, angelic presence, your guardian angels. Maybe you've been doing a lot of prayer work. Maybe you've just been acknowledging that you know you're not alone. Whatever the case may be, they are here to confirm for you that they are here with you. And you've been attracting in this energy. So that's a part of your advice moving forward. We're going to leave that there. Okay. So let's see. Where are you meant to experience the most growth in your life right now? We use the numerology and the zodiac sign dice for that answer, as well as Cat Tarot and Divine Abundance deck. These two decks are used in the second question, so I will move them out of the way. All right, so let's see. If you are sensitive to sound, please turn your volume down now. All right, my pal 3s. Interesting, you have the number 3 as well. So you have the house number 3. Let me bring this in here. And the zodiac sign of Gemini. So where are you meant to experience the most growth in your life right now? Primarily because third house in Gemini, it's the same house. Okay, so you are really experiencing a lot of growth when it comes to communicating. Your ability to speak and say what you feel to who you need to say it to when you need to say it. It's also going to be a lot of getting things in order at this time. Things that you might have felt overwhelmed by, now you need to prioritize. Something with getting your plans in order at this time is going to be very important. Okay, I see heavy travel for you, heavy travel, a lot of communication. So you might find a lot of people calling you at this time, a lot of people reaching out to you. You've been attracting in these calls. So most likely they're going to come from people you wanted to hear from, but you really, really are going to find that you are growing when it comes to expressing yourself and prioritizing. No more will you be thrown off of your priorities and made to focus on something that is not of importance to you. So, where else are you going to experience the most growth? Awakening. Yeah, because you're realizing now, like, hey, I sacrifice a lot for others, and I need to prioritize now what is most important for me at this time. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. So you may find that you are also finding your own path forward when it comes to your relationship with the divine. Where are you experiencing the most growth in your life at this time? We have the King of Wands reverse. So I do feel like you're getting an ambition boost. Maybe you're someone who has great ambitions, but you don't stick to them. Or you start going towards something and then you give up very easily. You're getting a growth spurt in that area where you're going to be a lot more resilient and less likely to back down from things you have your sights set on. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're going to experience some growth in the opportunities that are coming in for you to make money. Maybe you were getting little opportunities here and there, but it looks like some major opportunity coming in. These roots drew my attention, and it just made me feel like something stable has grown. And maybe you were only getting little bits from it. It's about to give you full bloom, okay? And you have the Three of Cups reverse. So at this time, you're also attracting in experiences that are going to reveal to you who to keep in your life and who to get rid of. I do feel there may be people with weird objectives around you at this time of Power Threes. Maybe people who are self-absorbed, or people who just enjoy your energy, not necessarily to return the vibe, but to like suck it up and drain you almost sometimes. Okay. So yeah, you're going to be attracting in a better circle of friends and support and getting rid of the false. Okay. So let's go to what will this shift usher in and when? Okay. These cards. And let's get the month of the year and your astral house. Okay. So what will this shift usher in? My Power Threes, happiness. This shift is ushering in happiness for you. So maybe you've been in a vibe where you just have been feeling a little hopeless, or like feeling as if the things you want are out of reach. I keep seeing this cat reaching, and it makes me feel like you feel like you're so close, but you just can't never reach what you're reaching for, what you're aiming for. But that's coming in now. It's like you just need to prioritize, and you need to have a little bit more patience and a better circle of people around you. So when will this shift be ushered in? In August. So either you felt this shift already if August has passed, or the August that's coming up is when you will fully feel this shift into happiness take place. Okay? So if you're not feeling it now, then it's coming in August. Okay? What else is this shift ushering in? We have embracing the future. So a beautiful future is being ushered in. One that's going to have you very happy. Look how they're walking through this door into a whole new and happy and beautiful life. I step into the future with an open heart. That should be your affirmation, my Power Threes. I step into the future with an open heart. And there's my heart aventurine just happens to be sitting here. I'm going to put that right next to it. All right. So you are attracting in a wonderful new future, something that you're going towards actually. Maybe by August, you will have walked through that door into your new happiness. You're also ushering in a necessary new cycle. With the world reverse, Perhaps you've been repeating cycles, and maybe that's where a lot of your unhappiness has lied, in that you feel like you can't get out of something, or you can't stop something from constantly, repeatedly happening. And you are attracting in the ability to start a new cycle, but you really have to release the old big time. Okay. No more accepting little coins and things here and there and little offers of assistance. Now you're no longer going to lower your standards. You're going to be communicating exactly what it is you need and you want, and prioritizing yourself so that you do get the things you need and you want. We have the Five of Wands coming through. So what will this shift usher in? Could usher in a relief from some pettiness, or it could usher in some you needing to face some issues that you might have ignored for too long. That has to do with little things that may be bothering you or trying to distract you from where you're headed. I feel like what's being ushered in is your ability to ignore these distractions when you're focusing on where you're going. With the King of Wands reverse, it does feel like you're easily distracted on your quest. When you want something, someone can step in and change your focus. Change in focus, looking upwards. And now what's being ushered in is your ability to look past these things and no longer get caught up in any pettiness. All right. Also, you have the Magician. Look, you stay reaching in all of your pictures. You're looking up and you're reaching. So you have some high aspirations. You're tired of being low or feeling down. You are really, truly, honestly seeking happiness, which is why you're probably calling in this angelic energy. You probably have been praying quite a lot, my pal threes. And I do feel whatever you've been doing, meditating, praying, visualizing, affirming, it is calling in what you want. When you get the Magician, that is the key card for attracting and not chasing. And to me, they're letting you know that you're ushering in whatever it is you want to manifest at this time. So be very focused on where you have your attention and what pulls it away from where you want to focus. All right. Be aware of that so that you can stop it from happening and you can stay focused on the things you are ambitiously determined to reach. There you go. All right. So let's see what direction the divine is guiding you to go in now. Why did I shuffle these? Okay. Being enough. That's where the divine is guiding you, to realize you're enough, that possibly you don't need these fake people around you and little opportunities for money. And you need to realize you're enough, and don't lower your standards and stand in your gifts and your abilities. Stop this ongoing cycle of people just using you and not giving you your worth, or people distracting you off your path so that you can focus on what they want you to focus on rather than on yourself. And it says, the innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow, more deserving. You, yes, you are love. Okay, my pal threes, know that you are enough. Okay, also you are being guided. 9 of Cups. The divine is guiding you towards your wish fulfillment. That's the direction you're being guided to. Your wish fulfillment, whatever it is here that you are trying to manifest, whatever it is you want to attract in, you're being guided towards it. Knight of Swords reverse. Be careful though. Slow down. You might find yourself being going towards something prematurely. All right, and a little too fast, and it might make you look like, wait, this person's looking crazy. Don't start cutting people off and cutting things up and acting like erratic. Take careful thought and contemplation and move forward calculated, okay? Don't move forward in a haste and a rush. You have time. And Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, Knight of Pentacles takes their time. You're going to get your rewards, but it takes careful and precise planning and planting, and then you reap perfect rewards. But when you rush something, you will find that it does not grow, or if it does grow, it's not stable. So you're being advised at this time to take your time. What you want is coming in. And your advice card, 10,000 Angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. This is your advice to keep you in the mode of attracting. All right, so let's read you a little more about 10,000 angels. And it says, you have a circle of supernatural support, spirit guides, and angelic beings surrounding you always. You have at least 10,000 angels on hand at all times, above, beneath, and on either side of you. When you become aware of them, their support and strength can be experienced more palpably within you, and you become truly empowered. Take a moment to scan over your life and realize you have never been alone. Allow yourself to feel uplifted as you ride on the wings of their vision for you. Discover the loving guidance that is always present. Honor your guides and angels by receiving and acting on their gift of wisdom. And they have a mantra for you, my dear Pal 3s. I'm cradled in a supernatural web of light and miracles that propel me along my way. I'm cradled in a supernatural web of light and miracles that propel me along my way. So guys, when angels visit, you might not hear them, you might not feel them, but you know they're present because you feel their love in your heart. And at this time, your advice to stay in this mode of receiving, of attracting, is to stay connected to your angelic team at this time. All right. Lean on them for support. Know that you are enough and take it easy. You're in no rush. Everything that is yours is already yours, no matter how fast you try to run to it. Okay. It will be yours when the time is right. And that's what I got for you, my Pal 3s. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new here. I love seeing new light workers join us. Hashtag 1 million light workers. That is the goal. And read the description for other ways that we could work together and vibe. And on that note, I want to thank you for being here with me today. I'm sending y'all so much love. Peace, blessings, all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with Pal 4 later. Hey Pal 4, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to build-in breaks. This is a part of your advice, so we will put that to the side. And you have the fortune cookie here. So let's see what your fortune is. This is a little tiny fortune cookie. No fortune cookies are wasted in this video. The twin that was heard in here earlier, she eats them. Okay. So your fortune, you cannot be anything if you want to be everything. Wow. Okay, so my Pal 4s, you're kind of getting some side advice here that there's a need for you to focus on one thing. Maybe you are trying to accomplish too many things at one time, or maybe you're trying to wear too many hats, or you're trying to be too many people for everybody. And they're letting you know that unless you put 100% towards something, you're never going to be 100% something. You'll always be putting your energy all over the place, and never will something be complete. It's time for you to focus on one thing, is what I'm hearing. Okay, maybe that's why build-in breaks is there. All right, let me not read too far ahead. So where are you meant to experience the most growth in your life right now? We're using the Zodiac dice and the number dice, as well as the Cat Tarot and the Divine Abundance deck. If you are sensitive to sound, please turn it down now. All right, so my Pal 4s, you have the 10th house coming through. Whoa. And the zodiac sign of Taurus. So where are you meant to experience the most growth at this time? I would say a lot of people are getting Capricorn, but 10th house Capricorn coming through. You're going to find a lot of growth in career. Maybe a lot of you are here today because that's what you've been trying to attract. I was expecting a whole lot of love reads, and this looks like a lot of career and friendship and collaborative readings. But yeah, you are in the house of value and gain and money and self-worth. So at this time, you're going to experience a lot of growth when it comes to how much money you're making, how much you value yourself, as well as your career. Like just how much money you're making career-wise, how you're seen. You're going to be in an ambitious energy. You're really growing when it comes to knowing your self-worth. That's the main spot I see. Where else are you growing at this time? right now. Okay, so stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. So this is a space you have grown, and you're growing a lot. Is that you're realizing that right now is the most important time, and you're worrying less about the future and realizing that the future is made in the present. I don't think you need to see the dice, but I'll bring them down. Okay. Where else are you experiencing the most growth? My power fours, you have the 5 of swords. So you're no longer worried about competition. You're not stressing over people that are doing things behind you. You are looking forward. It's like you know they're there, but you know you're protected from them. So you experience a lot of growth in where I feel like maybe at one point you might have been petty. You might have focused all your energy on being vindictive or getting revenge on something. Whereas now you are just like, whatever. I do feel like you're blocking and cutting off people as necessary at this time. And that is also helping you to grow. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, your money is growing. You're going to experience a lot of growth when it comes to finances. I don't know if there's some kind of opportunity that's going to come in that's going to shift your financial income. But it does feel like turning your back on people that maybe want to distract you by being, I feel, causing you to worry about them in a competitive way. You're not worried about them no more. And a huge shift in your abundance is coming in. Queen of Swords reversed. So you're experiencing a lot of growth when it comes to defending yourself. Maybe you were somebody who did not say much. You stayed quiet. Or when you got picked at, you went in, like cut them with your words. You are starting to really grow in a way that you can communicate sharp words and feelings that may not be so pleasant in a way that still keeps you at your level of respect and value, is what I'm hearing. You don't lose any of your virtues. You understand now how to wield your sword, or you're starting to learn. That's where you're experiencing a lot of growth. You're also not being affected by people and what they have to say anymore. You have your eye on the prize at this time, my power fours. Proud of you. Okay, so what will this shift usher in and when? First, let's take a look. That means whatever card is left is going to be for power 5. There's only 2 cards left for both. So what astral house are you in? On power 3s, you have... I'm sorry. Some of you might be here from power 3. My power 4s. I'm sorry. You are in the astral house of love. Beautiful. Okay, I'll put this with power 4. And when can you expect this energy to start flowing in? January. So you might experience this huge shift in January. It can either be a shift in love relationships or just something that you love to do. Whatever that opportunity is. What will this shift usher in? Giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. So this shift is going to usher in a new you or a new idea. It's either going to feel like a whole new you, or you're going to have an idea that is going to bring in this abundance, this opportunity for abundance. You have 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. So maybe you've been feeling very left out. And I feel like at this time it's intentional. If you feel like people are turning their backs and you feel like you have to walk away from people, that is necessary to usher in what you've been attracting at this time. You have to cut people off. You have to go your own way. You have to go where there is love and where you are loved and where you can love freely. All right. I feel like if you've been feeling like you are struggling financially, that's about to shift. Okay, a change in your finances is coming in, all right? And King of Cups, Knight of Cups, sorry, and some kind of love profession. What will this shift usher in? Somebody coming forward and telling you how much they love you, how they feel about you. Does feel like a masculine energy. And the 2 of Cups, your soulmate. Wow. So my power fours, you have been, I said money, everybody's calling it money, but maybe you really, really value somebody, that it almost gives them that feeling of wealth or a treasure. So for some of you, this may be work oriented, but for the majority, this has a lot to do with a relationship, with love. Maybe it's a relationship that a lot of people don't agree with, or that is taboo. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's in a relationship. Whatever the case may be, you are attracting in this person anyway, because they're supposed to be with you. Yeah, and by January, it's going to reach a peak, I feel like. So even with you cannot be anything if you want to be everything, I feel like maybe this, if you are here and it's based off of a relationship you're trying to attract in, perhaps you're not focusing on being one thing to this person. Maybe you're being a friend, a lover, a co-worker, a therapist, and you can't be everything. You want to be this person's other half. You have to make that clear. And if they're not willing to give that to you, get them out of the way, because by January, you're going to be coming out of the cold. Okay? You have love coming in. So don't let nothing be in the way of that. All right. So which direction is the divine guiding you in now? So my power fours, you have empowerment. The divine is guiding you towards being empowered. And it says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. You're just being guided to stand in your power, to be yourself, truly and radiantly be yourself, and let no one else deter you from that. Be empowered. We have Four of Cups reversed. So you're being guided by the divine to stop worrying. Get out of this feeling of boredom, of feeling like, nothing's going to change. I'm going to be like this forever. Maybe love will be elusive to me. Maybe money will be elusive to me. It feels like these are both concerns of you, my power fours. You're concerned about your financial state. You're concerned about your state when it comes to love. And you have to know that you're, something new is on the horizon. Something's coming in. Just focus on the now. The things you can do right now to attract this energy. But it looks like turning your back on those that oppose you, not worrying about the competition, not letting yourself become cold due to it, is the sure way of ushering this in. You also have 10 of Pentacles reversed. So you're being guided towards your higher purpose at this time. With the 10 of Pentacles reversed, you feel like the work you've been doing has not been bringing in any stability. I guess you feel like you're unstable. You feel like you're not building generational wealth for your family or your children, which has you in this hopeless state of things are just not going to change. And you're being guided towards the opportunity that's going to build you this generational wealth. I do feel it will be something you truly love, and it may be something you do with someone that you love. 8 of Cups reversed. So you're being guided to walk away from something that you're very reluctant to walk away from. Okay? Something you really love, something you thought was like your end-all be-all. That could be a person or that could be a career. Maybe you, like me, have been dancing your entire life, and now Spirit is telling you that community is not for you anymore. It's not healthy for you in the path that you are meant to go on. But you've been doing it your whole life. You don't want to walk away from that. And at this time, you're being guided to do so. And it does feel like it's something you've been guided to do that you're reluctant, but it's what's keeping you away from your 10 of Pentacles. And it's keeping you in this state of boredom. Okay? So your advice to stay in this energy of attracting, build in breaks. Saunter slowly. It does give me the energy that is saying to know when to rest, know when to pull your energy back, not to rush, anything. Take your time. But let's see. I'm going to read you from the book. For saunter slowly, build in them breaks. And your message says, sometimes you don't feel like showing up, and that's okay. Sometimes you want to quit, and that's okay. Sometimes you just want to hide your head under the covers, and that's okay too. Resistance is part of the journey. However, where the hero takes a nap, then keeps on going, the ordinary person simply gives up. It's not that the hero doesn't ever fantasize about quitting, eating a tub of ice cream, and throwing their commitment off a 100-story building. Oh, yeah. But the hero builds in space for resistance without having to burn any bridges. The hero takes breaks, paces themselves, and allows resistance to join the epic journey because it's coming whether you want it to or not. Resistance, as challenging as it may be, has a right to be there, but it doesn't have to stop you from moving forward on your hero's journey. And here's a quote by Sark. It says, "Don't power walk. Saunter slowly in the sun, eating chocolate, and carry a blanket so you can take a nap. Everything doesn't have to be done in a day. Everything doesn't have to be done right now. Know that sometimes when you don't feel like doing something, it's fine. Take a break and then come back to it. Okay? Sometimes when you don't want to deal with certain things, it's okay to pull your energy back and then come back to it. All right? Your mantra is, this is a journey, not a sprint. So I build in breaks and reward myself along the way. This is a journey, not a sprint. So I build in breaks and reward myself along the way." Just like my door being locked just now kept out someone who wanted to bother me. You too need to have a way to separate yourself, your energy, from anything that is draining you when you need to reboot. Okay? And that's what I got for you, my Pal Force. I hope this resonated and does help you moving forward. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel and join this light tribe. We are a great safe space for sharing. I make sure that it is a safe space. And hashtag 1 million light workers. Subscribe. We want 1 million light workers. You know what I'm saying? Read the description, see other ways that we can vibe. Book yourself your spiritual intuitive therapy session with me. You'll never regret it. And on that note, sending you so much light and love moving forward. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes with being a part of my tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 5 later. Pal 5. What's good? Okay, so let me move these to the side because I won't be using those just yet. All right, so you were drawn to In the Castle of Dreams. And this is a part of your advice at the end of your reading, so I will put this to the side to read last. Okay, you were also drawn to Clear Eyes. 2 messages come through when I hold this. One, I feel like a lot of you, my Power 5s, are getting a third eye activation or boost. That's what you've been attracting. Maybe you've been really listening to your intuition a lot lately. Maybe you've been watching a lot of intuitive guidance sessions. Maybe you even booked your own. Whatever the case may be, you're getting a lot of clarity coming in. Things that may have confused you, things you felt like you couldn't see before. You're getting clarity. And then for others of you, I feel there is a need for rest, that you're attracting in time to rest. Okay? Let's leave that here. What else are you attracting in? I'm going to use my number dice and my zodiac sign dice for that answer, as well as Cat Tarot and Divine Abundance. So if you're sensitive to sound, please turn your volume down now. What is my Pal 5 attracting in to their life right now? Where are they meant to experience the most growth? All right. So Pal 5s, you're meant to experience the most growth in, we have the sign of Cancer and the 8th house coming through. So you're going to experience a lot of growth when it comes to your home life. Maybe you're going to move. Maybe your family dynamics are changing for some of you. Others of you, you're going to find yourself wanting to go back to your roots, going back to where you came from, visiting your ancestral home and things like that. Okay. Then with the 8th house energy coming through, that's the house of Scorpio. So you are going through a huge change or transformation. So it does feel like you may be moving, you may be attracting in a move, you may be attracting in a chance to visit your home, or you are attracting in a huge shift in your family dynamics. Maybe you are going through a divorce, maybe you're remarrying, maybe you're adopting, whatever that may be. Okay, those were just examples. What else? Where else are you meant to grow the most in your life right now? Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. So you are growing in that you are starting to realize that you have a lot to be grateful for already. All right. And that's a huge space to grow, because a lot of people fail to realize that in their quest to attract. And that's when they become chasers rather than attracting. Sorry, I'm trying to line this up so that it's not crooked to you guys. Even though, if you can see my table, these are slanted, crooked. Okay. What else? Where else are you experiencing the most growth at this time in your life? You have unity. So you're experiencing a lot of growth when it comes to your whole world. Maybe an entire cycle has ended, a new one has come in, and it feels like a new circle of friends and supporters coming in as well. So you're growing a lot in your community, your circle, your team of support, people who are loyal to you, people that you consider close friends and family is going to grow. Maybe more people than you think love and support you are going to reveal themselves to you. 3 of Swords reversed. You're growing in that things that broke your heart and brought you a lot of pain in the past are healing. You're really coming out of a time period where you may have had to go through a lot of heartache. And now you're growing in that you learned from these situations. They won't repeat themselves. And you have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you are attracting in loyalty. And where you have grown is in being dependable. It feels like you are able to be depended on. You're reliable. You are loyal. You are persistent. People can expect you to show up when you say you're going to show up and be where you're going to be when you say you are. And financially, you are growing. You're going to find yourself feeling more comfortable when it comes to money. Wow. All right. So what will this shift usher in when? So this shift is going to usher in success. You are in the house of success. Okay. So yes, be in an energy of gratitude, because that will help to usher in the opportunities for success to come your way. And when will this be most potent? In the month of May. So by May, if you're not in May, if May is past or May is coming, May is when you will find that this shift that is occurring at this time really manifests everything that you desire and that you're trying to attract in. So I feel by the summer. Okay. And maybe the summer that has passed, you already started to get a glimpse of this success that is on the horizon for you. Okay. So what will this shift usher in? With communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. I communicate from the depths of my being. So I do feel you will be reaching more people. With this unity card here, it gives me the energy that you are meant to speak. You are meant to bring people together in some way, shape, or form. It could even just be bringing your family members together, a reunion of some sorts. You just have, you've been attracting in an opportunity where you can bring people together and speak from your heart. Okay. King of Cups. Yeah. Emotionally stable. You are ushering in emotional stability, people who love you, and just really feeling emotionally satisfied and fulfilled and balanced and happy. Yeah. Maybe you are, with this 3 of Swords reversed right over it, that heartache you've experienced is gone away. Okay? Your shift is ushering in a healed heart, someone who's emotionally stable and balanced, able to express their feelings in healthy ways. Grimalkin. I knew one of these piles was going to get Grimalkin. Grimalkin is about being you, regardless of anything. Being your individual self, okay? So this shift is going to usher in your individuality, your ability to stand out from the crowd, your ability to be you and not care which way the pack is going, but following your own instincts and your own calling. And Page of Wands, yep. Following your own calling. This shift is going to usher in an opportunity that is going to excite you. It looks like you are going to be very passionate about it. You're going to be very attuned into it. Like, woo, it's going to have you very excited. All right. So you're ushering in just a unique you who is now emotionally stable and able to express. I do feel like maybe some of your experiences are meant to be expressed and taught, maybe written or used as in lecture form. I do feel like you have some things to share going from heartache to stability, you know. All right, what else for my Pile 5s? In which direction is the divine guiding you right now? And you have perfectionism. Wow, the divine is guiding you to perfectionism? Probably the opposite. It says, permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism, and maybe that is your issue. The divine is guiding you to realize that you're going to make mistakes. Just use those as experiences to learn from and turn those experiences into wisdom. There's no such thing as failure or mistake unless you learn nothing from it. You might overstrive for perfectionism, and at this time, you're being guided to just be you to the best of your ability. Okay. What else for my Pile 5s? You're being guided to get away from something. 6 of Swords. You're being guided to something better. You need to pull your energy away from something that it does feel like hurts you. Maybe it's something that's a consistent hurt and you always give your energy to it. The divine is guiding you away from something that constantly hurt you, something that did not see your worth, or someone, to something better. Okay? Something better. Don't even look back. 4 of Swords, yeah, you're being guided to rest and to heal. So if you're attracting in time to rest, if you're attracting in a new environment that will allow you to rest and heal, that is where you're being guided to find time to rest and to heal, and maybe even to dream, since we had Castle of Dreams here. And the divine is guiding you with 7 of Pentacles reversed to be freaking patient. There's something you planted. It is growing. You just don't see it, or you're expecting it to grow in a certain way. And the divine is guiding you to focus back on something that you gave up on, that you felt like wasn't growing fast enough, that you couldn't see the fruits of. When you look back at that plant now, it's going to be a tree, fully blossomed. Maybe you weren't ready at that time to grow it in the way that it needed to be, but now it feels like the time is right, and you're being guided to focus on something you put a lot of energy into that is going to be prosperous for you in the long run. All right, I done flipped your things all over. Oh, well, we don't need the dice here. All right, and get that out the way. So your final card is your card of advice. In the Castle of Dreams is your advice on how to keep yourself in this attracting energy moving forward. So it says, become altered by the color of your dreams. And I feel like following your dreams and allowing them to guide you and allowing them to transform you into what you need to be or want to be in order to reach them is the advice to stay in the mode of attracting. Focus on your dreams and don't be sidetracked. But I'm going to also read you the entry in the book. And it says, the realm of dreams is an enchanted castle with a multi-dimensional world of magic and miracles within. A moat separates the castle of dreams from the mundane world of rational, ordinary reality. Each morning you are returned from your dreams and gently delivered back to the shores of the three-dimensional waking world. If you forget your nighttime dreams, which is natural to do, your sojourn to the mystical multidimensional realm ends there. Awaken too quickly, and the drawbridge rises before a trace of the dream is carried with you, and your actions throughout the day will make logical, rational, maybe even robotic sense. Did I read that right? Okay. However, when you remember even a hint of a dream, the drawbridge remains down, and your action, state of being, and your day are colored by the extraordinary dreaming mind. When the drawbridge is down, quantum leaps take place, awakening happens, and miracles become commonplace. The trick lies in retaining and integrating the wisdom of the dream into your waking life. And your mantra is, I use my entire palette and paint with broad strokes as I participate vividly in life. I use my entire palette and paint with broad strokes as I participate vividly in life. And here's a quote from Emily Bronte. It says, I've dreamt in my life dreams that have stayed with me ever after and changed my ideas. They've gone through and through me like wine through water and altered the color of my mind. I want you guys to translate that card to mean what it means for your specific thing you're trying to attract in at this time. And that's all a part of getting into it. Use your intuition and find the answer that this card is meant to give you. I just read you what it meant, but it could mean many things for many different people. And Spirit's telling me to leave that to your discretion, because here on my channel, I want everyone to tap into their intuition. Okay? So even if you come here for clarity and for guidance, you are at the same time also activating aspects of your inner knowing as well. And on that note, that's what I have for you, my Power Fives. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to join this tribe and you're new here, please subscribe. Hashtag 1 million light workers. Start putting it everywhere. That is the goal. Hashtag 1 million light workers. S.T.E.A.M. team. That's my dream. Read the description for other ways that we could vibe and you can join this light tribe. And I'm sending y'all so much love. Thank you for being here with me today. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me. And I'm so appreciative and grateful. Peace, blessings, all of this stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe.